Hey everybody, Rorree here. Welcome to my channel, the Totally Rorree channel. Please like and subscribe and share because that's what we're here for. We are here to help you to live your best life ever. All right. I feel that raising your vibration, taking that, thinking the higher thought, doing the little things for yourselves every day in a great way. I feel like all of these things are things that we can do to live our best lives ever, to step out and live our lives on purpose. So, with this program, I Choose Me, we are working on self. We are working on loving ourselves the most. And today we are going to talk about planning. All right. So we are going to talk about stepping forward on purpose, living our lives on purpose, doing what we have to do to have what it is that we desire. All right. So I let a few cards fall out today, not as many as most days. So whew, thank goodness. Hopefully we won't be here forever. So the first card that kind of popped out was patience and planning. And this card, patience and planning. All right. So let's see what we get. So I'm feeling like now's time to really tap into self because there have been some things like that have happened that maybe didn't go the way we wanted them to go. There's some things that I feel like they're different seasons that we've gone through. I feel like it's time to look at our goals and reevaluate our goals. I usually do what's called a plan, do, review. I plan, I do, and then I review. And I do that regularly. I do that monthly and I do that weekly. I plan, do, review. Sometimes I do it daily. I set a plan, I put it in motion. And then after I do the actions, I review it to see if maybe I want to clarify things a little bit more. Maybe I want to change things a little bit more. Maybe I didn't like the way some things turned out. So I'm going to reevaluate things and make a new plan. I'm going to sharpen the saw. I'm going to make sure that I keep working on it until I get to where it is that I desire to go. I'm not fixed in any plan. All plans can be tweaked and modified to become the best plan for whatever the situation might be. So right now I'm feeling like it's time for reviewing our goals, reviewing our plans, tweaking the things because we're moving forward in fulfillment of our desires, our wishes, our purpose. We're moving forward in that, and it's got God's hand all over it. Our ancestors, guides, and angels are here working with us. But I feel like there are things that need to be tweaked so that we can have what it is that we desire to have. So now it's time to go inside, review, evaluate, tweak. How have I been showing up? Because that card came up for us. How I've been showing up in the past, because I pulled some cards on forgiveness, and the first card that came out and popped to the floor was I forgive myself for being ashamed of the ways that I have shown up and behaved in the past. And this card came up last week. I think it was last week. It's very familiar to me right now. So it feels like, some of us have to look at how we've been showing up and just accept that was on purpose, but forgive yourselves for showing up in whatever kind of way. Because if you didn't like the way that you were showing up, just forgive yourself for that, And it says, I choose to believe that when I accept all aspects of my being, I find greater acceptance of others, creating the possibility for even deeper connections. So it's really important to accept everyone for who they are, accept yourself for who you are, love yourself for who you are. There's this exercise called Ho'onopono. That is a wonderful exercise in love, acceptance, and forgiveness, and releasing and letting it go to its own vain nothingness. Just let that shit go. You know what I mean? And Ho'onopono, it goes, and I don't know if I'm saying it in the correct order, but basically you say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, or in those words, thank you, I love you, or something like that. And you just, like, you think of a situation, you can write down a situation, and you could do it after you've encountered a situation with someone or what have you. And you're just thanking God, you're thanking your soul group for the experience, because every experience that we have is on purpose. We meet experiences to help to carve us, to sharpen our saws, to transform us into who we are supposed to be in this lifetime. So um so definitely, I wasn't going to go into that card, but it was the first card that popped out. I didn't want to go into that card in great detail because we already did that. So, but it's time for us to have wish fulfillment, but we have to sharpen the saw. We have to tweak our goals. We have to tweak our plans to make sure that we're not doing the same thing that we did before and expecting to get a different result. We have to really figure out where we're going. And we're tapping into your higher self. Getting that spiritual guidance that you need is definitely a good thing. So I'm going to read one of these cards, and then at some point I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. So now I'm just going to see what I feel as I read this card. I forgive myself for taking from myself to give to others. I forgive myself for taking from myself to give to others. That is so key, because oftentimes we give so much of ourselves and we forget all about ourselves. We give everything to something. I have been so guilty of that. I will give, like, if you could give 100%, 120% rather, if you could give 200%, that's what I would give to somebody else's job, to somebody else's business. But then when it came to my own, I would give a fraction of that. I would give somebody else's company all of me and forget all about me. Nobody else's business deserves 100% of you. No, nobody. No client deserves all of that, because if you give all of you to everybody, then there's nothing left for you. Okay. And there's nothing left for you. There's nothing left for your family. There's nothing left for you to manifest something, because you've given all of you away. You've exerted all of your energy and never called any of it back. And I say calling it back because we give our energy away all the time. I'm giving my energy away right now because I'm using energy and I'm generating energy, and you're receiving my energy. But then at the end of the day, or throughout the day, you need to call your energy back in. You know what I mean? And then you have to release everybody else's energy, because as you all watch me and think about what I'm saying, I start receiving your energy. Okay. So I have to release your energy and neutralize it and let it go back to you. And then I have to call my energy back from the universe, wherever I've left it. I have to call my energy back so I can replenish myself. So, you know, just even in taking action, whatever you're doing, you're giving until you're like all burnt out. So remember, at the end of the day, every day, to call your energy back. I do this, I do these little candles um, every night, and I've been doing this for years nonstop. My little candles, and I call them my little sage candles. So I have a little tea candle, and I stock up on them because I never run out. And I do a sage candle every night because I deal with people every day. People. You know what I mean? People in my business, people in my work, people. I'm around people, and I'm an empath. Okay. So people's energy loves jumping all over me. I have to protect my space from absorbing other people's energy, but some still will get in. Okay. So at the end of the day, I release everybody else's stuff back to them. I neutralize it first and then I send it back because, and I neutralize it because energy may have been sent my way that may not have been so great, and it may not have been on purpose, so I neutralize that so you can get your good energy back. You know what I mean? And your neutralized energy, you can have it back. You know what I mean? um and then I call mine back in. So every night I do a sage candle. So you could do a little tea candle, put a little bit of sage in it, sage essential oil. Sometimes I'll do bits and pieces of sage, but I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I can create a nice little flame. So if you do that, make sure it's a secure situation. You need to make sure it's secure anyway. But I do sage essential oil most of the time, unless I really want to, you know, work it up, and I'll add some extra to it. But, I just release and neutralize and return any energies that have come across my path throughout the day. And I'll name people, I'll name situations, I'll name companies, like with the job, any information, any energy from that place, the government, any energy from the government, because the government has such foul energy. Oh my gosh. I think when you work for the government, it's like you're stepping into like, feels like hell, even a lot of agencies associated with government agencies. Like when I walk in the buildings, I feel, ugh, I feel the hell. I feel the low vibrating energies in the midst. You know what I mean? And I feel sorry for people that can't feel it and they don't know that they're stepping into shit every time they go to work, and then they go home and they take that shitty energy home, because it's all over you, and they don't have a clue. So if you work at a place, I don't care if it's government, I don't care where you work. If you work at a place where you have to go in, even if you work and you're working from home, but you're dealing with the people, you still need to release their energies at the end of the day. Because when you don't release it, it stays on you and it can grow on you. And then you'll notice your personality changing, and you'll notice you're irritable and you don't know why. I don't know why I'm so irritable. I just woke up and I just was irritable as hell. People say, well, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Now you might have went to sleep with that damn job on your back, and then you woke up with it on your back, and now it just feels irritating. Everything is irritating. Some people, they work for jobs and they just so mad, just so ornery. You know what I mean? What did Adam Sandler say in Waterboy? My mama said, what did he say? You know why alligators or whatever so ornery? They ain't got no medulla oblongata or some shit. I can't remember what the hell he said. I got to go back and watch Waterboy again. But some people, they're just so damn mad and angry all the damn time, or hostile or defensive, always, always ready to get your ass. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, love, let me just send you some peace of love and woo, bye. Have a wonderful day and stay away from me. You know what I mean? But anyway, I said all that to say, stop giving all your stuff away to others, and take your stuff back at the end of the day. Release all of their stuff and pull your stuff back in at the end of every day. So I forgive myself for taking from myself to give to others. No, we're not taking from ourselves to give to others. You have to prioritize yourself in your life. You have to be first. You know what I mean? Even I know there's some text, I can't remember what scripture, but it talks about living in a house with a woman scorned or something. So, like the woman, her energy sets the tone in the house oftentimes, because if she's cranky, then she's going to be spreading that cranky stuff everywhere. So we got to keep her feeling peaceful and calm. You know what I mean? And like, so I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of my being. I have to take care of my spirit, my mind, my emotions. I have to stay balanced, because if I'm not balanced, I'm going to spread that shit all over the place, all up in the house, all over everybody. So I try to stay balanced. I'm very concerned about how I show up, because it is important to me that I show up the way I desire to show up, the way I desire to portray myself in this world, in this existence. I want to show up with, respect for myself. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Okay, so repeat after me. I forgive myself for taking from myself to give to others, because you are the priority. You, okay? Say, I am the priority. My well-being is the priority. My peace, my sanity is the priority. My ability to manifest the desires of my heart are my priority. To keep my vibration raised, that's my priority. Because you cannot manifest anything good living in the dumps. You can't. You're going to manifest more of that shit. Who wants more of that? So you got to raise your vibration. I choose to believe that when I prioritize my needs over the needs of others, I'm able to give more abundantly and without expectation. Hello, that's right. And expectations, giving with expectations, like if I give to you, I expect you to give right back to me. That's not how it works. You give and it shall be given. It doesn't say where you're going to get it from, where the giving is coming from. It doesn't say that. You just give freely, give with an open heart, give without attachments, give without expectations. When you give with expectations, all you're doing is hurting your own feelings, because expectations, that's what brings your vibration down lower. You say something, you expect this response. It's kind of controlling. You're expecting this. Part of planning that I feel like we're supposed to be doing here is giving up the control and release and allow what is supposed to be happening in your life to happen. Revisit those goals, Anyway, so repeat after me. I choose to believe that when I prioritize my needs over the needs of others, I'm able to give more abundantly and without expectation. Just try to do things without expectation. Sometimes the way I had to start releasing expectation, because expectation is what really makes you feel low. I'm telling you, it's what you want it to happen. You always trying to make something happen instead of just allowing whatever to happen that's supposed to happen, right? So you be expecting stuff. And I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't even know what the hell I was gonna say. So let's just move on. I know I was saying something about expectations. Oh, the way I started releasing expectations. I started looking at the tools in my toolbox and looking at my sunglasses versus everybody else's sunglasses. And I started just recognizing every time that I was irritated by the way somebody else might have done something and it wasn't the way I expected, or I would have done it, or what have you. I just kept remembering. And I would say to myself, well, my name is Rorree and his name is that. Or my name is Rorree and her name is that. And these are my sunglasses and they got theirs. I show up because of the tools in my toolbox. They show up because of the tools in their toolbox. And I would have to tell myself that. Otherwise, you would go crazy expecting everybody to be you and expecting everybody to wear your sunglasses. We are all individuals. All right. So that's what you need to expect, that everybody's going to be different. Expect that it's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. And you might not have any control over it. Okay. The next card, it says, I forgive myself for not trusting in my ability to provide for myself or my loved ones. Some of us don't feel like we have it in us to be successful at what it is that we desire to have. And I know I have been there. I have been at that place before where, and I mean, it comes and it goes, where I don't have high self-esteem with something, with a particular thing. Maybe I bumped my head too many times with something and I just felt like, damn, can I really have success at that or whatever? But I'm going to tell you, patience and planning, wish fulfillment. That's what's coming for you. Those of you who are watching that resonate with what I'm talking about, that's what's coming for you. All right. So feel assured that you can have the desires of your heart, that you can provide for yourselves, that you can provide for your loved ones. And I'm not saying this is for everybody. This is for you who's watching me right now. Okay. This is for you who I pull these cards for. I pull these cards for the collective that will be watching these videos. Okay. So this is for you. So I forgive myself for not trusting in my abilities to provide for myself and for my loved ones. Because you know what, thus far, even in times, I'm going to talk personally, even in times when I have doubted, even in times when I have feared, false evidence appearing real, even in times when I wasn't sure and I didn't have absolute certainty, I never was on the streets. I haven't been totally homeless. I've gone down, I've had to go live with my mama before, as a grown ass adult, I've had bill collectors ring my phone. Bill collectors ring my phone. But I'm still here. I'm a survivor. Okay. So I'm still here. You know what I mean? My daughter's still here. We have not had to want, we have survived the good, bad, and the ugly, whatever. Because it just is, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I forgive myself for not trusting in my ability to provide for myself or my loved ones. Whenever I might have felt like that, I forgive myself for feeling like that I couldn't trust myself, because you could trust yourself. You can trust yourself. Sometimes you have to tell yourself a lie until it becomes your truth. Tell yourself a lie and don't give up on affirming what it is you desire in your life. That which is for your highest good. Affirming that into your life. Don't give up on affirming what it is that you desire, what you know that you're supposed to have. Affirm that until you're affirming it with absolute certainty, whether you can physically see it or not. I've been at places where I just knew, something was going to happen. You know what I mean? I just knew it. And then it appeared. Sometimes things would appear when I stopped looking for them to appear. When I stopped wishing and hoping and, asking and begging, when I just was like, all right, well, that's going to happen when I'm going to see it whenever I'm supposed to see it. Okay. Cause I already know it's already done. All right. I just might not be able to see it yet. And that's all right. And, I know one time I had these cards because one of my first mentors was Bob Proctor, and I had these cards all over my freaking mirror. That was affirming what I desired, and I wrote it in the present tense, and I said it every day, and blah, 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 blah. All these little rituals that I did every day for these desires of my heart. And I remember one desire was, I wanted to make $10,000 a month in my enterprise, blah, 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 right? So I read that every day. And then one day I was just so mad that it had not happened yet. I was just upset. It was probably PMS time or something. And I just tore it down, took all them damn things off the mirror. Tired of saying this shit every day. You know? All right. So then I just was like, you know what? Whatever. It's going to happen whenever it happens. I ain't saying that every day, because sometimes when you focus on what you want so much, you actually are focusing on it with a negative intention. Like, not a negative intention, but with a negative vibration, because you desire for it to happen so much that that need consciousness is what is permeating the atmosphere. And so the universe is feeling, yeah, I want this, but I don't think I'm ever going to get it. You know what I mean? And so I had to stop looking at it every day, because it was driving me crazy, because I didn't have it. And I didn't know how I was going to get it. And I was trying like the little engine that could, and it wouldn't work. So I was like, man, I got to stop looking at this every day. You know what I mean? It reminds me of the Secret movie too. And the Secret movie came out after I had experienced this. But the Secret movie, there was a bicycle that somebody wanted. And they would go by and look at this bicycle all the time. And then their feelings started to change, and their emotions their emotions were not, ooh, I can't wait to get this bicycle. That bicycle is mine. I know it's mine. Woo! It went from that to, man, shit, I'm tired of looking at this damn bicycle every day. Somebody else gonna get that bicycle. Cause shoot, I don't have the money to get it, and I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I keep asking my mama for the money for me to get that bicycle, and shoot, screw that bicycle. I don't want that bicycle anyway. You know what I mean? So like it goes from to whatever, you know? And that's how it goes when you're looking at it all the time. You know what I mean? Your emotions go up and down, up and down. I said, man, shit, I don't feel like looking at that shit every day. And I actually just I started to do things like I would do a vision board, and then I would put it away. And then I started doing vision boxes. And so I would cut out the things that I wanted. I would cut out the words and everything, and I put it in a box. Pretty box. I decorate the box and seal the box. And that was kind of like letting go and letting God. That's what I kind of equate that to. I said it, I put it out there, I released it, and let it go and allowed it to come back. So I wanted to make this $10,000 a month. And then I let it go. And I tell you, it took like a year. I wasn't focused on the goal. I just was doing the little things every day in a great way. Everything, little things every day in a great way. And one day it was there. I looked, and I had made like $8,000. I was like, I made $8,000. How I do that? Oh my God, I wasn't even trying. I was just doing the little things every day in a great way. Just keeping the main thing the main thing. The main thing really wasn't how much money was in my bank account. It was doing the little things every day in a great way. Building a rapport with the people, working with the people, helping the people achieve their goals. You help enough people get what they want, you automatically get what you want. So the main thing were the action steps, doing the little things every day in a great way to build towards what it was that I desired. But I just forgot about what I desired and focused on what was most important, the people, helping the people. And so after I noticed that I had 8,000, the next month I had 12. Yep. And that's how that went. So I forgive myself for not trusting in my ability to provide for myself or for my loved ones. Forgive yourself for not believing in yourself. It's all right. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just forgive yourself. I remember somebody used to tell me, and it was kind of instilled in my brain, the teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. So then when I no longer had a team, I felt like I couldn't make it work because teamwork makes the dream work. But guess what? I'm never alone. I've always had my soul group. Always. They have never left me alone. They have always been my team. That's my team. Whether I have a human team or not, my team, when we work together, we make the dreams work. Ashe. Okay? We make the dreams work. My ancestors, my guides, and my angels, yes. Led by the Almighty, yes. Teamwork makes the dream work. So y'all remember that, because that was instilled in my brain, and it made me doubt myself when I no longer had a team of human beings. Okay? All right. So repeat after me. I forgive myself for not trusting in my ability to provide for myself or my loved ones. Let's say it again. I forgive myself for not trusting in my ability to provide for myself or my loved ones. Ashe. Know that you got a soul group with you, okay? They always got your back because it's time for this, okay? Fulfillment of wishes. But you must have patience and planning. Reflect on your goals. Sharpen that saw. I choose to believe that life constantly supports and guides me, sharing with me the potential to effortlessly receive what I need in every moment. Y'all should write that down. I choose to believe that life constantly supports and guides me. Your soul group does too. God, your ancestors, your guides, and your angels, they constantly support you and guide you, sharing with you the potential to effortlessly. When I say I just focus on the little things every day in a great way, because focusing on making $10,000 a month will stress me the hell out. Okay? Stress the hell out. And I was racing, chasing like I was chasing a dog, a tail. You know, the dog chasing his tail. That's how I was just running around in a circle like a nut. Still not achieving my goal until I released and allowed it to come to me. That's how you do it effortlessly. Just know, you put it out there. If it's something that's in your highest good, it's already been heard, received, and it's in the works. Like you plant the seed, you give it the time. We don't know the time. Spirit don't know time. And then the harvest comes. Just keep planting your different seeds and know with absolute certainty that your soul group constantly supports and guides you, me, sharing with me the potential to effortlessly receive what I need in every moment, in every moment. Not in every day, in every hour, every moment. Every moment you are spiritually led. Every moment the universe is conspiring to do you good. Every moment. You know what I mean? Like, I remember saying, like, when people say, well, I'm having a bad day. Now, let's take that to a moment. Have a bad moment, okay? We're not going to let that be a whole day. Let's figure out what this moment is all about. Let's address this moment so it don't turn into an hour, a day, a half a day, whatever. Let it be a moment. And in that moment that you feel like it's so bad, just know that it's on purpose. Even if it feels bad, it's on purpose. And you're supposed to learn from it, grow from it, get strengthened from it. Your obstacles are there to strengthen you. They build you into that mighty person that you are to be in this lifetime. You came into this lifetime, and I'm talking to you who's watching this right now. You came into this lifetime on purpose. You came into this lifetime to be something great in this lifetime. I'm not talking to those who came into this lifetime to be some bullshitter. I'm not talking to you. You're not on my channel. Those who I'm talking to came here for greatness, for your wish fulfillment. Okay? So repeat after me. I choose to believe that life constantly supports, that my soul group constantly supports and guides me, sharing with me the potential to effortlessly receive what I need in every moment, every moment. Let's say it again. I choose to believe that God, my ancestors, my guides, and my angels constantly supports and guides me, sharing with me the potential to effortlessly receive what I need in every moment. Ashe, ashe, asheo. That was awesome. Woo, I love that one. Okay. Please like and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up. Let's do this, y'all. It's our time and it's our turn. Okay? It is our time. Ashe.